Hi, my name is Alex Corder, and this is my speech practice. I'm here to tell you about field trials and how they work and how this sport got started. The title of my speech is A Man's Sport Inspired by Dogs. Who here knows what field trialing actually is? Not many people do, but I'm here to inform you. Who would think to run hundreds of dogs around hundreds of acres and judge their performance on how well they do, based on how they hunt quail? Field trialing is a gentleman's sport run off of horseback, guiding English pointers around the country. We will talk about how you hold an event, how it works, and how to win. How to hold an event: you gather 40 dogs in a stake, which is a trial, and hold 40 dogs or more to have a qualified trial that will actually count towards something. Every dog should have an owner, and every owner should have a horse to ride off of during the trial. You have to have 2 judges to judge the trial to see who wins, and you have to have at least enough land for these dogs to run off of for as long as they can. Now that we know what you have to have for a field trial, now we want to talk about how it works. Every person is on horseback, like we said, so you ride around the country and you let loose 2 dogs together that will compete. They will hunt birds and run the ground until they find the birds. They will then stop and point their tail and not move. And once they have done this, the owners will get off their horse and walk around and find the birds until they fly up in the air, and then they will shoot their gun, their blank gun, and this will count as one covey. And that is how the dogs get around the land. They go from one covey to the next, trying to point birds, and the owner gets off every time, and that counts as 1 point for each dog. Now that we know how it works, we can talk about how to win. The judges will have to decide on who gets first, runner-up, and third. And the whole purpose of needing to know who wins is because you can eventually go to the National Field Trial of the year, which is the biggest trial held for field trialing, which is what everyone works towards. If you win first place and get in 3 trials, you will qualify for the national championship, and this is what every dog and every owner runs towards. In an in-person interview with Dr. Fred Corder, a pro status field trial, on March 20th, 2016, he explained to me what it takes to get a dog to the national level. He said practice every single day and go to as many field trials as you can, and that's how you succeed with your dogs. And this is the ultimate goal for dogs, for owners to get their dogs where they want them to be. All in all, a field trial is a sport that is inspired by dogs. A man was once in the 1800s inspired by a dog that was so athletic, and it is now turned into a sport that is taken very seriously that people do as jobs. This results in holding events and winning things and winning money and going on and having the success that people do in all other things as jobs. It inspired me because I grew up doing this with my dad forever, and I thought that growing up it was such a great experience to go ride horses and watch my dad do such awesome things and watch the dogs and compete and how serious it is, and I just wanted to be able to share with everyone this amazing sport that has ultimately changed my life and changed my dad's life and our families.